Could I ask you something? What is this picture that you have here? Sorry.
Behind me, that's Lord Metatron.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Lord Metatron.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of my first teachers when I started doing this. Well, he was my first teacher when I started doing sacred activations. And I didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
I had no clue who Lord Metatron was when he first started coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I know now. And I'm really thankful to have him as a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, you've requested healing on your kidneys, and my understanding is you're at stage 5, meaning you're really close to having to go into dialysis.
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is connect and see what I get and run energy to heal it. And while I'm doing this, I would love for you to have your hands on your kidneys. So go ahead and just put your hands on the back. Okay, and first we're going to do is release the genetic connection to this so that you're not having to, you told me earlier or before when I talked to you before that your father had this.
Right.
And your son has this.
Yes.
So let's disconnect that so that you guys don't have to honor your father or your lineage line by carrying this. Because genetics really is only 5% of it, and it's really our belief systems about our genetics and what we're going to get. And we do inherit these energies. So we're going to clear these energies out so you no longer have to run that, and you can honor your father by living and not having to go through everything he did instead of following in his footsteps. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father was on dialysis, and my kidneys used to hurt all the time. I was taking it on, and I stopped.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
And my kidneys don't hurt anymore. But they started hurting because I was taking on that energy for him. As a healer and an empath, we tend to do things like that and don't even realize we're doing it.
And maybe like my mother's stuff too. Like my dad actually was a very nice person, but my mom was kind of bossy and domineering, and probably took some of her energy, and maybe some stomach issues that I'm having recently. She died of complications with that small intestine bowel.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready to disconnect all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the kidneys hold a lot of fear. So whatever fear you're thinking of or what keeps coming up for you, I want you to focus on that too while we're running this energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And with running this and these sacred activations, a lot of the belief systems, I'm not even going to be told, but they're automatically going to be cleared. And this does clear it out of your past life, future lives, your genetics, and even clears you out of the collective consciousness belief system of it. I mean, because we run these programs, because when we come into this matrix, there's so many programs available for us to choose from. You know, what are we going to play with? What are we going to choose? What are we going to experience? And if we've decided we've chosen something that really isn't serving us anymore, and we don't want to learn that way anymore, we can change it and learn another way and grow another way. We don't have to die. You never have to die to leave the planet. You can walk off the planet. And another thing is to clear your belief systems about how harsh this planet is, because you'll carry that too, or you'll carry the trauma of what happens on the planet. And it's not your job to do that. Your job is to be happy and joy-filled and do what you desire, full of love and joy to help yourself and to help others. I mean, we're here to be of service and to grow, but we don't have to be of service and kill ourselves doing it. We don't have to be of service and be a sponge and taking on the crap for everybody else. Because it doesn't serve anybody by doing that. Not even ourselves, especially ourselves. You know what I mean? Yes. So it's important to disconnect from carrying all of those control programs that you are taking on to serve other people. And there's these programs in this matrix that like disease programs, and you can plug into different ones. And it's like, oh, I have to have a disease, so let's choose one. You know, I used to have thyroid disease because I used to take these diet pills and I understood they screwed up your thyroid. So therefore, I had thyroid problems and had to get on thyroid medication. And about 8 years ago, I said, I'm done with this. What the hell? You want me to be a healer and I'm on a frickin' prescription medication? No, I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was over. I no longer had to take the prescription drugs.
Mm-hmm.
It's our belief systems and our commitment to these different things. Several years ago, I did a liver cleanse. My liver was hurting and I did a liver cleanse. Well, because I heard that you have to do a liver cleanse, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I know, I have to do a liver cleanse. And I did like 6 of them over 6 months. And my liver was feeling great. I was good. I got all the stones out. There was nothing left. So it's like, yay. Well, I started becoming where I had to do a liver cleanse again. And my liver started hurting. If I ate certain things, it would hurt. And I was like, oh God, I got to do a liver cleanse. I got to do a liver cleanse. And then I start taking apple juice and these different vitamins to get myself prepared for this liver cleanse. And I kept putting it off and I kept putting it off. My liver kept hurting. And then during medical intuitive training I did a week ago, today, we were working on the liver. And I put my hands on my liver and I ran the energy and I said, I'm done with this. I don't have to do a liver cleanse. We are holograms. We're pure light.
Mm-hmm.
And we create what happens in our lives. And I desire to discreate the belief system that I have to do a liver cleanse. And you know, my need for having to do a liver cleanse went away. The pain's gone. I feel great. Because I decided I don't want to believe that anymore. And I looked where I believed it at one point. So therefore started creating it. And when I wasn't even thinking about it, I wasn't thinking these last couple of years, oh, I need to do another liver cleanse. I forgot about it. I figured I was done, you know. Maybe I'd have to do one in a couple of years. So a couple of years later, I got where I had to do a liver cleanse. And then I realized what I'd created, so I discreated that. So that's what we're going to do with you today is discreate these programs.
Mm-hmm.
So you no longer have to do this because it's your choice. Do you understand?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And that's the hardest part of all of this is when we really realize that we are in control of ourselves and our existence. And we can change the way we act or think in order to change the way we live. Do you know what I mean? It's not necessary to go through this, honey. So what we're going to work on is your belief systems about this so that you can allow them to change and you can be better. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So just put your hands on your kidneys. And we're going to clear the anger, resentment, and fear you're holding in your kidneys. And a lot of your fear has to do with world beliefs, religious beliefs, country beliefs. So just focus on that, and we're going to shift all that out, okay? And dying to live is something else that's coming in. It's like you want to live, but you feel like you're dying, but you're dying to live. And it keeps this looping through. We're going to clear this also. The guilt and the shame you have for feeling that you passed this down to your son. The need to save people and the need to carry this energy. completely discreate the belief system of having to go on dialysis. And discreate, deactivate the belief systems that you can't heal or that it's too late or the energy of giving up. Healthy boundaries. Clearing that. It's important to have boundaries and not just give yourself away. Being a martyr. If you watch the news, turn it off. Any negative TV programs, if it's not making you laugh and feel good about yourself, don't watch it. Because there's this energy of sickness, and there's plenty of TV programs to entertain you when you're feeling sick. It's a lower energy, so these other lower energy shows will keep you locked into these shows because you're running that energy, and that's where your energy level is at the point. When you disconnect that and start plugging into better listening, better vibrational TV entertainment, it'll help bring up your level to that feeling good level. And to heal our bodies, it's important for us to feel good. You have so much to bring to the planet, and you're teaching so many people wonderful things. And it's okay to shift this. Clearing the energy of suffering, the need to suffer, being a martyr, that energy of struggle. Sick and tired of being tired. That loop energy. Feeling of dehydration. Do you dehydrate yourself? You don't drink enough liquids?
I try to drink as much as I can. But maybe I don't drink enough. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe put a little lemon in your water to help alkaline and bring in electrolytes. So everything I've talked about so far, I'm just working on the energy and clearing all this out. We're clearing this out of your genetics. We're clear completely, which will also help serve your son. We're clearing you out of the collective consciousness, belief systems about diseases and kidney disease. Totally discreating all of that. We're also doing the Lord Metatron, activating your Merkaba. We're upgrading your nervous system. Doing the flower of life, a heart healing. The fear of healing? What if you heal, you have to go back to work? How do you feel about that?
And sometimes, like, I feel like jobs are so hard to find. You
No.
know?
Well, that'll keep you sick.
Yeah.
Lowest rate in the history. Where do you live?
I live in North Carolina.
Yeah, you're in the United States. There's more jobs now than there has been in 50 years.
No, but I have been teaching college for 15 years, and it's really hard to get a college teaching position. Yeah.
So think
And I
about
know
that.
I can get any job, like in a hotel or whatever. I understand that, but just,
But even your belief system that it's hard to get a job that you want will keep you sick so you can get free money.
Say it again?
But it's not free money because you have to be sick to get it. So you're
Well, I don't want free money. I want a job, but it's just, like sometimes I would apply to 100 jobs and no interviews.
But it's your belief systems about it. Somebody's getting those jobs. They believe they deserve it. They don't believe it's hard. They feel blessed about having that job.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about energy, sweetie.
Mm-hmm.
So do you really want to let this go and have to go back to work?
Yes.
Okay. So let's clear your fear about that and the fear about jobs and all that other stuff. Because if you really want a job, you will energetically vibrate for that job and you'll get hired for it. If you have fear of having to work too hard, you're not going to get the job.
I don't have a fear of working too hard. I have a fear of not getting a job or being persecuted at a job, because that has been my situation with the last job for 7 years.
Okay, and you were persecuted?
Yeah.
All right, so let's clear out that belief system, and that's where the religion things come in, is being persecuted. Let's clear that out. Because if you're getting persecuted, that means you feel like you're supposed to be. Because everybody is actors in your play, and they are showing you what you believe. You can't blame anybody. It's our own belief systems that create this stuff. Okay, also clearing playing it small, not wanting to stand up for yourself, not wanting to really be seen, wanting to be invisible. You have such an amazing platform to help people. I mean, how lucky are you to be able to help mold people into knowing that they're amazing by being a college teacher? That's incredible. Imagine being able to stand in your power, show who you are, be who you are, vibrate love out to everybody without it depleting you. Imagine being respected and loved and honored for the gifts you bring forward.
And I felt like this when I lived in Puerto Rico, and job was good and my studies were good and I felt respected and appreciated.
Good.
I didn't feel like this in my last job here in the US, and it's just everybody hates being a college professor these days, politics.
Well, don't plug into, see, you're probably plugging into the collective consciousness of that college.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do that. I remember I had this job and I was doing really, really, really good at this job and I was making a lot of money and I loved my job. And then I started listening to politics, work politics.
Mm-hmm.
And I started hating my job.
Yeah.
The job is your job to do. Do not listen to anybody else, what they think of the job. Don't plug into anybody else's belief systems. Because then it starts affecting you. And all those things are there for you to plug into. How about you just plugging into being able to connect with these amazing, amazing people and being able to expand their consciousness of how powerful and amazing they are and what they can do in the world and how they can make a difference. Because there's so many people don't feel like no matter what they do, they're not going to be able to make a difference, that they're not enough. That's all crap. You are enough. So we're going to clear out all that trauma from that last job. And everything you made up your mind about it and how it's affected your life. How about being able to be seen as a miracle? How do you feel about that attention? All of a sudden, you no longer have kidney disease and it's completely healed.
It is good.
What fear comes up around that?
I don't have any fear for
Okay.
that.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I want you to imagine and know you're completely healed right now and you no longer have kidney disease. It's completely gone. It's just an illusion of a game you were playing, and you choose not to play that game anymore. It's over. You're over it. Now feel that vibration go through every single cell of your body. Now imagine just being able to go into your heart and totally love yourself and accept yourself as you released all guilt, all shame, anything created that has created these belief systems that has created this disease in your body is gone. So allow it to totally evaporate right here and right now. There's no reason to hang on to it. It's not serving you. How does it feel to live on a third or a fourth of what you used to make? Not
No,
good, huh?
right now, like I hardly make anything, like maybe 1/30th of what I used to make, you know?
Exactly. So why not be able to go out and enjoy yourself and earn the income that you deserve and be of service to the planet by encouraging others to be amazing like you are? Feel that body energy of vibration of love through every cell of your body for you. I want you to recognize how beautiful you are and how amazing you are and what gifts you bring. And feel good about what you do. There's no reason to live in that old vibration anymore at all. I know it's an addiction to that energy. So we're just going to clear the addiction to that energy, to that suffering energy. Let's clear all of that. Yeah, but the little children, you say, they suffer. So that doesn't mean you have to suffer for them. How do you serving anybody by suffering? You're not. You have the power right here, right now, to say yes to a miracle in your life. Say yes to being disease-free. Say yes to being amazing and being able to share your gifts. Yes to the ability to say no to things you don't agree with. Yes to be able to live your truth, free of being persecuted. Let's bring the gift of honoring your family in a whole new way of expansion, acceptance, love, having healthy boundaries, and being able to truly be you, stand in your light in the love that you are. Bringing that energy in through your whole energy field. I'm going to clear any family curses or trauma or drama or karma.
And my husband left like a year ago, so that has been dramatic too.
Okay. So let that
He's
go.
about to finish the divorce. Yeah.
That'd bring on a lot of fear, wouldn't it?
Just a lot of hurt and anger. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's clear all that hurt and anger. Okay, honey.
Mhm.
How you doing?
Good. I was yawning a lot.
That's normal.
Mm-hmm.
So now, in a couple days, you might feel very angry. You might feel very tired. You might feel full of fear. You might not feel any of that. If you do feel that way, and if you don't feel that way, you're processing belief systems and letting it go. And it's like being deprogrammed. Some of the stuff you're going to be aware of, some of it you won't be aware of. But the energy I'd really like you to stay in is, I'm healed. Thank you, God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm healed now. Thank you, God.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime you feel any pain, say, I no longer accept or run this program. Disconnect. Because it's a program, it's a radio station that you play all the time. So it's going to want you to play it. You know what I mean? So you're just going to have to keep saying no. No, thank you. When your thoughts go there, say no, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you. I'm sure I'm done. Thank you very much. And just stay in that energy. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
Sometimes
told me last time. Yeah, like, and I've been trying to do it, but sometimes I get off track.
I understand. So as soon as you realize you're doing it, say no, thank you. It was like I told you at the beginning of this call, oh God, I need a liver cleanse. Oh God, it's time for a liver cleanse. Oh, my liver hurts. Oh God, if I eat this, my liver hurts.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Why am I sick? Am I getting sick? And all these thoughts start going. Then it expands, and I just went, whoa, wait a minute. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. So anytime you feel any of that, no, thank you. No, thank you. I choose joy and happiness. And that's all you have to choose. Because joy and happiness, everything else will be filled in. The money, the friends, the places you go. Because your subconscious mind will go, oh, she wants joy and happiness, right? So it's going to start bringing you all these things that bring you joy and happiness. It could be as simple as seeing a little birdie on a branch. Or for me, a couple of weeks ago, it was an inchworm flying through the air. It was so cute. And that brought me joy and happiness. You are the creator of your life. I am a facilitator. I work in the eye of God. I bring in an arc of energy for you. This is God healing you. This isn't me healing you. This is God healing you. Do you trust God?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So trust.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know how you're doing in a couple weeks.
Okay.
And just keep allowing the energy to go. It's going to keep transforming. All right. And just keep focusing on the positive energies. Yes, please. Thank you. Whatever brings you joy. Yes, please. Thank you. Allow the joy to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, the disease won't be your friend anymore and it'll go away. It was a fake friend anyways. You don't need that to keep you company.
Yeah.
You don't need that anymore, okay?
Yeah.
All right, sweetie. Have a good day. Let me know how you're doing. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.